The papyrus, putting on my table every month. I don't wanna be sad. Don't even try to hide it. No, I don't wanna lose it. And you say how it is, it's so inviting. The papyrus, we're all so alive. The papyrus.
Welcome to Papyrus TV Africa. This is the news update. First, the headlines. PDP postponed NEC meeting indefinitely over Akwa Ibom First Lady's funeral. Supreme Court nullifies National Lottery Act 2005. IPOB denies Simon Ekpa, labels him a destructive agent. Vandals target TCN power lines, disrupting repairs and operations. NUJ President confirms December FCT Council elections will hold as scheduled. NEC to boost national electrification strategy. Fugos disowns sacked Unizik Vice Chancellor over fraudulent documents. Now the news in details. The People's Democratic Party, PDP, has indefinitely postponed its 99th National Executive Committee meeting, originally scheduled for November 28, 2024. This decision was announced by the National Secretary, Senator Samuel Anyanwu, citing the funeral of Pastor Mrs. Patience Umo-Eno, the late First Lady of Akwa Ibom State, as the reason for the delay. The National Working Committee noted that the rescheduled NEC meeting would have conflicted with the funeral activities of the wife of the governor, Umo Basi Eno, prompting the postponement to allow party leaders to attend the event. A new date will be announced in due course, and the NWC apologized for any inconvenience caused. However, an anonymous NWC member suggested the delay might also be a strategic move to consolidate support for acting chairman Umar Damagum. The source claimed that Damagum's camp is working to ensure he completes the term of former chairman Senator Iyorcha Ayu, despite the postponement being attributed to the funeral. Meanwhile, the Supreme Court has nullified the National Lottery Act 2005, declaring it unenforceable in states across the country, except the Federal Capital Territory. In a unanimous decision on Friday, 22nd November, by a 7-member panel, Justice Muhammad Idris delivered the lead judgment, ruling that the National Assembly lacked the authority to legislate on lottery and games of chance. The court affirmed that such powers rest exclusively with State House of Assembly. This landmark judgment reinforces the autonomy of states in regulating lotteries and regulated activities within their jurisdiction. Continuing, the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, has distanced itself from Simon Ekpa, a self-proclaimed Biafra agitator recently arrested in Finland for alleged terrorist propaganda. IPOB spokesperson Emma Powerful stated that Ekpa was never a registered member of the group and accused him of being a destructive agent, working to undermine IPOB's peaceful effort for Biafra's independence. On Thursday, 21st November, Finnish authorities detained Ekpa and 4 others over suspected terrorist activities, including propaganda linked to violent crimes in Nigeria's southeast. The court ordered Ekpa's imprisonment for crimes reportedly committed in 2021. IPOB clarified that its movement, founded by Nnamdi Kanu, remains non-violent, seeking Biafra's independence through supervised UN referendum. The group condemned Ekpa's action, alleging he recruited criminals to destabilize the southeast while being shielded by Nigeria and Finnish authorities. Urging calm, IPOB reaffirmed its commitment to its peaceful determination struggle. In another development, the Transmission Company of Nigeria has reported fresh vandalism on the Aoada Yenangoa 132 kV transmission line, which was already under repair following a previous attack. Vandals struck towards 29 to 31 on November 19, 2024, stealing about 1/3 of the conductor, according to TCN's general manager, Ndidi Mba. Despite security measures and ongoing repairs that are 85% complete, the incident poses further challenges, compounded by difficult terrain and flooding in the area. Earlier this month, vandals also damaged the Benin Egbin and Benin Omotosho 330 kV lines, impacting 31 towers and threatening grid stability. TCN is urging security forces and local communities to enhance vigilance and as the increasing vandalism threatens Nigeria's energy infrastructure and national power supply. Moving on, the national president of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, Dr. Chris Isugozo, has affirmed the December 4, 2024 NUJ Federal Capital Territory Council election remains on track. Speaking in Abuja on Thursday, Isugozo dismissed concerns over the electoral process, stating that all preparations are proceeding smoothly in line with the union's constitution. The processes for the election are going on smoothly. The FCT Council leadership submitted their nominations through the Congress, which we reviewed to ensure compliance with the Constitution, he said. He also addressed petitions submitted by some FCT members, noting that all three lacked merit and were dismissed after internal review. Responding to legal threats, he clarified that the National Secretariat received court filings, but no injunction has been issued to halt the election. Furthermore, the National Economic Council has resolved to intensify efforts to implement the National Electrification Strategy, aiming to put an end to the recurring collapse of Nigeria's national power grid. The decision was announced during NEC's 146th meeting, chaired by Vice President Kashim Shettima at the Presidential Villa Abuja on Thursday, 21st November. Vice President Shettima emphasized that access to energy is a fundamental right and a critical driver of economic growth. He tackled persistent challenges in the power sector. NEC has established a National Electrification Committee led by Cross River State Governor Basi Otu. The committee will focus on enhancing state-level participation under the Electricity Reform Act 2023 and driving the implementation of the National Electrification Strategy and Implementation Plan. Minister of Power Adebayo Adelabu added that measures are being put in place to reduce the frequency of grid collapse, reinforcing the government's commitment to stabilizing the nation's electricity supply. Conclusively, the Federal University, Gusau, Zamfara State, has refuted claims made by Bernard Odo, the recently sacked Vice-Chancellor of Nnamdi Azikiwe University, regarding his academic affiliation with the institution. Odo, who was removed 3 weeks after his appointment as Unizik Vice-Chancellor due to controversies surrounding his recruitment and academic credentials, had asserted that he was visiting professor at Fugus in 2014 and was subsequently promoted to a full professor of applied geophysics in 2015. However, in a statement released on Thursday, Fugus Registrar Yakubu dismissed these claims as tissues of lies and misinformation. Annie Bassa alleged that Odo, in collaboration with the former Fugus Vice-Chancellor and Registrar, orchestrated administrative fraud. He stated that Odo's purported employment records were fabricated and that fake stamps were used to certify documents as genuine. He added that former Registrar Ibrahim Bawa Kaura, who certified the documents in November 2024, had left the university in 2018 and thus lacked the authority to validate any official records. The registrar clarified that Odo was never a staff member at Fugus, contrary to his claim of being a pioneer head of the Department of Geology. Dr. Odo Bernard Ifeanyi is not and has never been a tenured staff of the university, let alone being confirmed as a professor by the institution. His assertions are nothing but desperate attempt to leverage Fugus' reputation to further his ambition, and Nib Bassa said. The statement declared all documents purportedly linking Odos to Fugus as illegal, criminal, null and void. This development casts further doubt on Odo's academic credentials, adding another layer of controversy to brief his tenure as Unizik Vice-Chancellor. And that's it on the news update at this hour.
The Papyrus.